Hi, and welcome to Miss Cell Creations. We are not doing a resin project today. I found this cute jar at Dollar Tree, and I want to try and decoupage on it. They had a couple of different designs. Now that I think about it, I probably should have got the smooth side one. That probably would have made this project a little easier. But if you have never decoupaged, we've done it a couple times on our channel. I made a jar with a screw-on lid out of this material. It was a clear glass jar with a screw-on lid. Super cute. I'll put a picture of it here. You can also do this with, this is wrapping in the wrapping paper area. And this is just tissue paper. And this is already one ply, so you don't have to worry about what we're going to do next. But you can use this, anything that you can get down to a single ply. And the easiest way to do this that I have found, and maybe somebody out there knows a different way, but if you just unfold your paper, your napkin, and napkins can have all kinds of different plies. It can be one ply, it can be 3 ply, or whatever. Oh, this one's already separated. But if you just lick your finger and get the tip of it wet and do that, usually that'll separate that right out for you. So what I'm going to do, and those of you that have been around a while know that I'd be insane to throw this tissue away, because I can make a mess out of nothing. My husband will tell you I'll burn water. I am so graceful, and so I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just who I am, and he accepts me for that, so I'm okay with it. It's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear one of these out. Ooh, we have barely missed that butterfly. And I don't cut it, because you're going to see a cut line on your design if you do that. So I have a water paintbrush. I don't know where it's at, so let's do this instead. I'm just going to get some water. I'm going to dip my brush, and if you just get the edge of your paper wet, the edge of your tissue, your napkin, whatever you're using, it tears so much easier right along that wet mark, and it makes this so much easier. And I actually have a water paint, I think it's what it's called, a water paint brush. I use it for this, and it is awesome because it has water. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's a tube on the end, and you fill it with water, and then when you squeeze the tube, it pushes water down into a fine point paintbrush, and all you have to do is just squeeze and draw. It's amazing. I think they use it for watercolor, but I'm not gonna go digging for it. I'm getting my craft room slowly but surely. We're getting it situated. I had no idea I had so much stuff. Am I the only one that's like that? Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. I've been crafting my entire life, so I have 50 years worth of stuff. Well, maybe 30. Because I guess I didn't craft when I was little baby. My mom says I have more crafting ability in my pinky toe than she does her entire body. She swears I did not get that from her. So I'm not sure where I got it, but I have always loved to do it, and I'll try anything. I used to draw when I was a kid, horses, and I was decent at it, and I don't know what happened, but I cannot draw anymore. I can barely paint. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with my tremors. Drawing a straight line is almost impossible, but anywho, I just discovered decoupaging, oh, I don't know, back during COVID maybe, and I absolutely love it. But there's only so many jars or candle holders that one person needs. So I don't do it a whole lot. Oh, crikey. Did you see what I just did? I'm going to see if I can fix that. Darn it. Can I say crikey? I don't think I can say that. I'm sure that's got a trademark on it. Sorry. Okay, so what I have done is I have some Mod Podge. I got this at Dollar Tree. I have a huge jar like this. Probably yay, but it's huge. I took it to work to do something, and I don't know what I did, and I didn't make it home with it. So what I am going to do, and I have these little jars, so I thought I'll just use those. I wasn't going all the way back to work. Not on the weekend. All right, I think that is what I want to do. Do I want to do it at an angle? I like that better. Okay, so what I do first is I just dip my brush down into the glue, and I just put glue in a little cup. It makes it a little easier to mess with. And I'm just going to follow one of those grooves because it's got all of these little lines. I'm going to just follow that through with my napkin so I can get that one set. And then I'm just going to work my way around the little jar here. You're probably going to get wrinkles, and that's okay because 9 times out of 10 as it dries, it'll work those wrinkles out. So don't fret over the wrinkles. And this piece that's up over the edge, we're not going to mess with it either. We're not going to worry about it. This is one of those projects that you can do and not have to think too much about it because it doesn't matter. Some people like to put their glue on first and then lay the napkin down. I have no luck doing that. I can't get it laid down where it looks nice. I end up having to pick it up and relay it, and then I've ripped my napkin, and it's just a mess if I try and do it that way. So you do it how you want to do it. If it's a flat surface, you can put Mod Podge down. You can put glue down. Wait for it to dry. Lay your napkin on top of it. And then use an iron to reheat that glue. To soften that glue. And it'll lay it down that way too. Pretty cool. We'll have to do that one day. Show you how to do that. That's the best way to do it. I should have put gloves on. I have glue everywhere. Wonder if I can get my big old hand in there. And I'm just pushing down into that little crease right there to get the napkin to lay down nice in those little creases.
At the end of the hall, where the sunlight bends, I craft with my
heart. I'm just going to rotate the cup, and I'm going to work my way the other direction.
Hands, my cell creations, a world so small, but it's big enough for dreams to call. Craft with me, laugh with me, share a journey across the screen. From resin and love, we build our art, gifts that speak straight from the heart. Pouring the resin, watching it set, a little mistake, no need to regret. Each piece a story, a part of me, shaped in the quiet where I'm free. The world might watch, or just a few, but every craft holds something true. Craft with me, laugh with me, share a journey across the screen. From resin and love, we build our gifts that speak straight from the heart. The end of the hall, my sacred space, a table of dreams, a warm embrace. Through every pore, through every hue, I leave a piece of me for you. Craft with me.
I'm just going to take that wing and go right up over the top. Make sure you get it glued down good. That looks good. I think I'm happy with that. Alright, we're going to let that fully dry. And then we're going to go around and we're going to take the edges off and see if there's anything else we want to do. Now that this is dried, we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to take a nail file and I'm just going to sand at an angle right along the edge there, and that's going to tear that paper and allow it to come off of our project. Here we go, just like that. And we don't want to take that one off. The bottom ones I've got all glued down. And now we're going to go around and I'm going to put a second coat of glue on everything just to seal it all in for sure. And this is matte, but if you wanted this to be shiny, you could definitely use gloss or satin Mod Podge. You could also spray it with a sealer. Just make sure all your brush marks are all going the same direction. There we go. Just put it in that cup and let that dry real good. And then it's all done. And that does it. It is completely dry. I went ahead and put our label on the bottom and sealed it in with UV resin. And it is done. It's super cute. This would make a great table decoration at a wedding, at a baby showers. It could be gifted to mom for Mother's Day. That is right around the corner. Super easy project. They also sell at Dollar Tree a little ceramic heart, and you could make the heart to match this and use it as a trinket tray. And you could put like the flowers and the butterfly, or you know, pick out whatever portion of the napkin that you like the best, like we did here, and put it in the middle of that heart, and then you would have a trinket tray and a vase or jar to go with it for gifting or to give to mom or whatever you wanted to do. But either way, this turned out super cute. I am happy with it. Let me know what you think. Have you ever done decoupage? And what is your favorite method of doing it? I appreciate you guys all being here today. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hopefully we've earned your subscription, and that way you can be notified every time we upload. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you then. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.